Hey guys, it's Somalia.
And it's Tiera.
And this is Somalia Every Day.
There you go. So today we decided that So we're about to be turning 25 here in the next...
Like, super soon.
Yeah, like...
Well, it's like super soon for me, and then it's like...
Yeah, it's August right now. Her birthday's in September. My birthday's in November. And we'll be turning 25. And that is a big thing for a lot of people, us included. And so, I guess everyone has a negative... a lot of people have a negative view of... What was that?
I don't know.
A negative view of what 25 is. And so... I wanted to just write what I think it is in a positive light. I don't know what she ended up doing. She obviously didn't do that, but I will write it in a positive light.
Be specific.
I don't know. I said what it means to you. If it's negative to you, then that's what it means. You have your whole address flopping on there. So,
you'll zoom in.
Do you have anything to add to this before we get started?
Nope. Let's get right to it.
I feel like okay. So for me, why do I have to start first?
Because I started first on the other one. So come on.
Anyway, so I randomly start writing this thing, right? Not this thing, but like a few weeks ago. I'm going first. I randomly start writing this thing, and it was about all these random new things. And whenever I start writing and I have no clue what I'm writing, it's always turning into a poem. When I started writing it, I was writing about the new things that I was doing, but I didn't want to make it a really long writing, because I don't like writing for a long time. And I was like, I have context now, right? And I was starting, well, not right now, and I was starting locks, and I was just talking about the new beginnings of things. And I was like, now that I have context, I can see the same things a bit differently. And it made me see 25 in a different light. See? Don't sleep on me. Just don't do that. That leads to my first thing. I just think that turning 25, you have the opportunity to reinvent yourself and to go after the things that you've always wanted to do, because essentially 25 it is a big step, but we're still young. And so we still have so many opportunities in my mind. We have a lot of opportunities, like going skydiving. That's something that I think is scary, but we may do it together. I'm gonna do it, whether she does it with me or not. But that also showed me that I need to explore more, because I'm 25 and I haven't really explored much, like traveling, all this stuff, blah blah blah.
You know that I was like, Tiera is adventurous. She's just like adventurous, like in the sky. Cause you know, like I like hiking and kayaking and all that stuff, even though I haven't done it. Well, the hiking I have, but I was like, I'm adventurous on land. You're adventurous above sky.
Yeah, why not? Like, let's jump out of a plane. No.
What's your next bullet?
We're jumping out of a plane. I recognize that I have the same friends. And that is random, but I'm 25 and I've had the same friends since I was like 14. That's a blessing. Because I've watched them grow, they've watched me grow, and we're just going to continue to do so. My next one is, like I said, it helped me to realize that I'm still young. And lastly, new beginnings and new expectations. So, just a new year period is a new beginning for you. But new beginnings as in, I don't have to hold myself to the same standard that I did before. And I know it sounds like a bit much, but I guess you end up doing this once you get old. I bet old people, ask your parents if they have different expectations of themselves than they had when they were 25. If they weren't 25, like 10 years ago. And new expectations of myself, just changing and expecting myself to do more in some areas and to do way less in other areas. And all that good stuff. So that's what 25 means to me. November 11th, I will put a Cash App link on here if you want to support your girl. I have student loans. Thank you. Look.
Hers is more poetic than mine.
It's not poetic at all.
Definitely is. What 25 means to me. Yeah, that was super old. The first one I put is almost 30. Like, it's it's super close, you know. But my next one is making and meeting goals. Like my pastor talked about coming up with goals and actually meeting them. And before he even said anything, like I was talking to my friend and Alexis, not Tiera, because I have other friends than her. And I realized that I come up with so much stuff, but I never actually like finish them, and it's pretty sad, especially if they're like pretty dope ideas. So I started doing that like maybe a month ago, and I saw how quickly I was actually meeting them within the time frame, and I just felt like so adult. Like I felt good about that. I felt good about completing something, and it was just a good feeling. And so I make goals now, and I actually meet them, and I actually complete them.
That's what old people do. Old people make goals.
Yeah, but like it's efficient
when you
like can be.
Yeah, when you like 15, you don't think, hey, I'm gonna complete this goal. It's like, I'm gonna get these hot Cheetos. I'm gonna go hang out at my friend's mama's place.
But if that's your goal and you meet
but that's not a goal.
I mean,
you just live life at 15. Now it's like, I gotta document this.
But yeah, and then my next one is taking mental and physical health seriously. Just like keeping up with yourself, just tapping into how you're feeling and stuff like that. Because we can go through our day and just be like, just going at it, have this to do, that to do, and sometimes we just crash and we're like, what happened? And then we don't even take a second out to I guess help ourselves or just notice that something's
like check
wrong.
in with ourselves?
Yeah, like, and I'm noticing that I need to, take that seriously, like, because I am a thing, and people
She's
actually do love me.
Not a human, a thing.
Yeah, I'm an actual thing, IRL, but yeah, like that's something you wanna take seriously. You wanna take your health seriously, mentally and physically, like that's a thing. Taking more risk. Adventures, like she said.
Like jumping out of a plane.
Okay, baby steps for me.
Plug at the bottom if y'all think. Down here, if y'all think she should jump out the plane with me. Okay. Let's do it.
Right.
Skydiving.
Making more adult decisions. When it comes to like, do I get Cheetos or do I get carrots?
Or do I get both?
See, no, it's just not what I meant. But
I get it, but you gotta live a little.
Either or.
We're still
That's
24.
not the risk that I'm talking about. And just living life, like, or literally living life. Like I always think about like how old I'm getting, but at the same time, I am, still young, and I still have like a lot to do, or that I can do, And I just, I want to travel more. I've been traveling my whole life, but, I haven't traveled like...
With a purpose?
What do you mean?
Are you saying you haven't traveled with a purpose? Like, instead of saying like, I'm going to my grandparents, or I'm going blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm going to explore this place. Is that what you're doing? Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess she'll figure it out when she does it.
And yeah, that's what 25 means to me. Just living life, meeting goals, taking life seriously, taking your life seriously, and yeah.
That was a terrible way to end it, but I feel like I've been doing a lot of plugs at the bottom, but still, plug at the bottom. What do you believe the next step is for you? Like the monumental steps. We're talking about that for us only because it relates to 25, but what about you? Let us know. All 3 people that'll comment.
Okay. And if you, have any prayer requests, hit us up.
Per last video.
Okay, bye.